Welcome back to the TMF podcast. This episode is going to be about direct-to-film printing. We're going to go through one of the Facebook groups. We're going to answer some questions that I see come up here, all the time. So we're going to do like a top 10 of the questions. We're going to answer them. They're in no particular order, but if you're looking to do direct-to-film printing, this video you might find helpful. Now, before I get into it, like and subscribe to the channel. Leave me some comments. YouTube likes comments. I don't get enough, honestly. And check out the links below for TMF Apparel USA. All right, let's kick this thing off here with Stephanie Rodriguez. Can someone direct me the right way or recommend a printer that is fast and prints larger than 13 by 19? I currently have an L1800 and my business has come a long way with DTF. I need something faster. So the Epson L1800 is it's like a consumer grade wide format printer, 13 by 19, doesn't print super fast. Let's be upfront. Printing DTF is not super fast. None of it's fast at all. My disadvantage to the L1800s, all of these are synchro print. You feed a piece of paper through it or a sheet of film. It prints. If it prints, great, excellent. If it screws it up, you wasted a buck. It's trash. If you want to get into commercial DTF, fork over some money. Get you one of the STS machines. Get you one of these big ones. I mean, I'm talking something that doesn't fit in your living room, Deborah. This thing is going to be big. It's going to take up some space, and it's going to need a big door to get through it. Because you're talking about wanting to print something larger than 13 by 19. The next step up is going to be like 24 inches, probably 36, 48, somewhere around there. Those do not fit through your door. They also have usually more than one print head. They are going to print a little bit faster, but you're going to spend $10,000, $14,000, $20,000 to get here. Big money to make these things. So is it worth it to you? You can buy an L1800 for $2,000 converted. You can buy a printer for probably $1,000, convert it yourself. Add some inks, add some lines, add some paper. You're ready to roll. That sucker is going to be expensive. So do some math, see if it's worth it. There are some from like DTF Superfluid, DTGParts.com. Some of these people, they do sell them. They are available. They are expensive, and they don't have them just sitting around. It's going to take a minute to get there, so keep that in mind. The next one is going to be, can someone tell me what's causing this? The color is splattering on top of the underbase. Well, this is going to come as a surprise. The color is actually not splattering on top of the underbase. The color is actually coming through the underbase from the bottom of the film. This is likely a film issue. It could be an incompatible ink problem. It could be an incompatible ink with what's on top of it. But most likely, it's just something, contamination on the film that is causing ink separation. That is going to be generally the cause of this. And we can also see right here to the right of that, definitely head strike, which is going to be a big problem. So it's not dampers, right? They're not going to shoot it out. The bottom of the print head has some very small holes in it that allow the ink to spray out onto the film. It does not simply overspray it and splatter. It doesn't splatter anything. There is zero splattering occurring. I promise you that. It is a very precise process. This is a film problem, 100%. All right, next up here, Robbie Heisner. What is a good stirring setup for whites on the L1800? First comment, I just picked mine up and shake them. Completely fair answer. Okay, L1800 has a little, I'm guessing he's using a CISS system, so it's like a little tank on the side. It's got its different colors in it, and the white will kind of sit stagnant. Now, you really don't need to necessarily stir them, but you could if you wanted to get a little bitty, it's like a little whisk, like a little handheld whisk. You can buy them on Amazon. We'll Google that real quick. Look at that, a mud whip. There you go. Super tiny, right? Look at that. Boom, you stick it in a little cup of coffee, you can whisk it right up. Simple, easy, fast search, delivered results. Now, you could also vibrate it. So get yourself a little, like a little massager type thing or something that vibrates, put it up against it and just vibrate it, right? Just this will actually agitate it. You don't have to stir it, you have to agitate it so that the sediments don't sit down there. All right, let's look to the next one. Can you do DTF on polyester shirts, and can anyone do prints and send them by next week? This is a thing I see happen in DTF. I don't see this happen in any other aspect of garment creation, right? Or let's say garment customizing. Let me close Jeff out here. I need DTF prints like you right now. right? I got an order that I promised this person I would have ready in 6 minutes. Boom. Now, can you put DTF on polyester? 100% yes. The entire process of direct to film is that you have ink on film. Then you have glue on ink. Then you cure glue to ink. Then you take ink plus glue and glue it to other stuff. So it will stick to almost anything. It really will, because it does not care what fabric it's on, because it's glue. You're basically just gluing it to stuff, right? And you're pressing it on there, and it's a pretty stout adhesive. Glass is pretty slickery. It doesn't really, I mean, it'll stick to it, but I think longevity, it will wash off. But it will stick to wood, cotton, polyester, nylon, you name it. Any kind of garment. Put it on hats, put it on shoes, put it on jeans, denim. It sticks to all of that. And honestly, I see the next question pop up more so than anything, which is, what are your settings? What are your settings? How are you pressing it? What are your settings? Listen, if it doesn't melt what you're putting it on, you can press it. If it does melt, lower the temperature. That's it. DTF don't give a shit. 250. 250, 10 seconds. 350, 10 seconds. It doesn't care. Just melt it. It has to be hot for long enough with decent pressure. It will stick to whatever you put it on. I press almost everything at 350. Now, if I had like a really like a rain jacket material, I would have to lower the temperature because you don't want to melt the actual material. Do like a little small corner of it or something. Make sure it doesn't melt. All right, next up here, Jimmy Kelly. I have been thinking about getting into DTF, but wondering how many washes does it last, or how long does it last? Any help would be appreciated. Well, Jimmy, the easy answer is it will last forever if you just leave it there and don't do nothing with it. You print it, you just put it in your closet. It will last there until moth season. However, if you continuously wash it, it's going to hold up pretty good time. I've washed a lot of my shirts. You know, I'm not going to say like this person 50 plus washes. Maybe. I don't know. I don't wear it that often, but because I have more than one t-shirt to wear, let's just say it's going to last you quite a few years before you have any degradation or breakdown to it, if it's done properly. All right, let's go to the next one here. I am new to DTF, just bought an Epson P800. What's the best RIP software to use and where to buy it? The best RIP software is subjective. I happen to use White RIP. You can buy it straight from White RIP in Italy. It's like $1,400, maybe a little less. I don't know. They got a new one for DTF. Might be $800. You can buy CADLink. A lot of people use CADLink. You can use Acro RIP. You can use EK RIP. You can use Cathari. Cathari is industry standard amongst large format printers. Probably is the best. CADLink has been kind of the go-to. You get a free trial, you get some test prints, etc., etc. People always post this. What is the best? Where do I get it? Oh, it's how much? Oh, what else is the best that's not so expensive? The best is expensive. If you want the best, this is going to maybe get some of you a little bit butthurt, but you didn't buy a P800 and come ask me what the best of anything is. Okay, darling? All right, Marcia, I'm sure you're fine. But don't buy a cheap-ass P800 and then be like, what's the best RIP? All right, how about what's the best printer? How about what's the best anything? How about what's going to work for me? That's on my budget, because that's the question you meant to ask, right? I use White RIP. It was expensive. I like it. It does the job well. Works well with my printer. All right, I'm new to DTF. Pressed this for myself and washed it once, and it did this. Can anyone explain why this would happen? It looks like she's got some crackling here, and that is probably going to be because it's over cured on the powder, right? And there wasn't enough moisture. She didn't have good adhesion. Be a pressure issue. It's most definitely a curing problem, right? Wasn't cured correctly, and that's what's causing it to separate and break apart here. Because DTF cured correctly will not do that, for sure. All right, let's find one more. Let's see here. Oh, what's the best? I don't like the what's the best. Why is this happening? Undercured. Someone did a good job there. Someone posted, these are some good prints. These look nice. They look very nice. Let's just talk about curing them maybe. Look at this guy selling a big old STS machine. What's the best? How much is that bad boy? 9,800. All right then. Just for the shaker. Let's keep it moving. I'm going to try to find one more. Look at this dude printing a freaking roll. Bit of stickers. how to convert a printer. There's plenty of those on eBay. Pull stuff out, add to it. If you're not tech savvy, don't buy one. Bottom line. Could someone help? I have an L1800 and it's smearing really bad. I clean the print head. The tray is even. Any other ideas? The first idea that comes to mind is it's not level. You say it's level, but it's not because it showed you that it's not, right? The printer only does what it's allowed to do. If you're getting head strikes and you're smearing the ink, you're either dragging something at the bottom of the head or it's not level, causing your film to actually kind of do one of these things in the middle of it, causing it to smear. So if you found this at all helpful, or you have other questions regarding DTF, direct-to-film printing, where to get transfers, where to get printers, where to get supplies, leave me some comments. We will answer them in our next video. Till then, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.